Hello, class. Sorry I can't be with you today, but you get to listen to me teach the lesson via video. Right now, you should all have your packets out and open up to page 25, along with a pencil and a calculator. You also should have your factor pairs chart out, the yellow laminated sheet. That's going to be super helpful as we do today's lesson. So what we're going to do today is we are going to discuss products and sums. We're going to get into our last two factoring methods. But before we do that tomorrow and Monday, products and sums. So we're really going to work on our multiplication and our addition. So let's take a look at page 25. The directions are asking us to find two factors whose product and sum is as indicated. Well, let's refresh some keywords here. Product means what? The answer when we multiply. And forgive my writing here, I don't have my stylus pen with me, so I'm using my finger. Sum means what? Addition. So we're going to be looking for two factors, in other words, two numbers, that have a product of -6 and a sum of +1. Sometimes the way this is presented is called the X games. And when you go to do your Delta Math assignment, it's going to look like that. Okay, where the directions might say for this particular problem, write two numbers that multiply to the value on top and add to the value on the bottom. So if it's helpful to set this up that way, you may want to do it. So let's say that multiply to -6 on the top and add to 1 on the bottom. Our factor sheet can help us. So the product is what we're going to be looking at on our factor sheet. So let's go to our factor sheet and let's look at 6. Okay, 6. So these are the possible pairs that we're looking at. Our product is a -6. Notice. Okay, our product is negative. So what does that mean in terms of the signs of our two numbers? Well, if my product is negative, one of them needs to be positive and one of them needs to be negative. When I add them together, the sum is a positive number. So that means my bigger number would need to be positive. So as I look at my factor sheet, the bigger number would be positive, meaning the smaller number would have to be negative. So let's think about those two pairs, -1 and +6. Do those add up to 1? Nope. How about -2 and +3? Do those add up to 1? Yeah. So -2 and +3. All right, let's look at the next one. 36 and -13. My product is 36 and my sum is -13. The fact that my product is a positive number, what does that tell me about my signs? What it means is that they are either both positive or both negative. Well, my sum is a negative, and there's no way I can add two positives together to get a negative. So that means both of my factors are going to be a negative. So let's go to our chart. and look at a product of 36. So now we're going to find 36 on our chart. Oops. So if I think of everything, both products being negative, I'm trying to come up with which pair has a sum of negative 13. That's negative 4 and negative 9. All right, we're going to pause the video right now, and I would like you to work through the third one on your own. All right, so two numbers that have a product of negative 16. So if my product is negative, that means one has to be positive and one has to be negative. So a product of negative 16. So as I go to my chart, now we're looking at 16. The sum of the two numbers, I keep going the wrong way there. The sum of the two numbers is negative 6. So if my sum is negative, that means my bigger number has to be the negative one. So which of these three pairs adds up to negative 6? Well, that's my middle pair, 2 and negative 8. So positive 2 and negative 8. All right, let's look at number 4 together. My product is negative 4. My sum is 0. Well, a product of a negative 4 means one's positive and one's negative. My sum of 0 basically mean my numbers need to zero each other out. So what do I multiply by itself to get 4? 2. So positive 2 and negative 2. All right. You are now going to continue on your own. I will tell you in the second column, there are 2 that are not able to be done. Okay, when you get to those ones, just place an X. It's not the first one, I'll tell you that, but I'm just demonstrating. Place an X in the box for the 2 that can't be done. I'm going to erase that so you don't think that's one of them. So you are going to continue working through these problems on your own. Use your yellow sheet. Ask questions of the teacher if you need some help, some guidance. When you are done, you will raise your hand to have the teacher check it. Ones that are incorrect, I'd like you to go back and check. Okay, if you want to get out a dry erase marker on your laminating sheet so you can do some circling and marking on that, by all means, go grab a dry erase marker and the eraser because that's helpful to zoom in. But when you are done, have the teacher check it. When those are all done, as a reminder, your assignment is homework 11 on Delta Math. You're going to be doing 15 problems like this, where you put those two numbers in the box. It doesn't matter which one goes where with the X Games. Okay, if you need some more help, don't be afraid to click on the Watch Help video. That's right there. Okay. All right. Good luck.